Look at this photograph. Have I ever shown you guys that music video before? I can pull it up here in a minute. Oh my god, here in a minute, I never told you guys about the bitchy old ladies. Oh my, we're gonna do more story before we get into that. Alright, so, if you follow my Twitter, you'll notice I was supposed to be back a day earlier than I was. So streams were delayed a day, videos were delayed a day. And I was delayed a day, overall. I also had to pay an extra bill for what came to be absolutely no reason. So here's the thing. As you guys know, I was gone not last weekend, but the weekend before, right? I had to be gone for some stuff. I came back. I was literally here maybe 2-3 days. I got half a stream in, and I spent all my time working on getting videos up for while I was gone again, because I was gone again last weekend as well. Well, the night before I leave, we go outside to, like, load up in the car and everything, and I have the fucking note on my door. It was like, hey, dipshit, you didn't pay your water bill. We're going to turn your water off in a couple days. And it's not that I don't have the money to pay my water bill. My water bill is not even expensive. It's just my water bill is one of the only bills I have that isn't automatically paid online. So I just fucking forget about it, and then they hang that note on my door, and I'm like, fuck, because I have to physically drive over there to pay the water bill. So I was like, well, that shit, I'm not going to be able to do it. So I take off, and I'm gone for the weekend, and then I call them the day before I come back, and I'm like, before I can come back, I'm like, hey, I got the thing on my water. I've been gone the last couple weeks. Can I pay it? And the lady sounded mad at me, right? The lady was, like, pissed at me. I don't know why. She works there. They just fucking turn off. If you don't pay your water bill, they just turn off your water. And I was like, is my water going to be off when I get back or what? She's like, actually, we were just about to send somebody over there to turn it off. I was like, oh, okay, well, can I pay it now? And she's like, no. And I'm like, don't you guys have a card thing? And you're like, yeah, we take cards. And I was like, okay, can I give you my card info or whatever? And she's like, no, we only have the swiper. We can't type it in manually. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, then I'll just come in the morning and pay it. She's like, there's also a $100 reactivation fee to turn your water on, which is bullshit because they turn a meter. And on top of turning a meter, it's also fucking, I live like half a mile away from the place, right? So they don't have to, it's not like travel. They're not traveling. It's over there from where the place is. So anyways, I'm like, fine, whatever, I'll pay the fucking thing. I fucked up. I know that's on me, right? So I go home, and I wake up the next day getting ready to go in and pay this water bill, and I get a call from my fucking, the people. And they're like, you parked your car in front of the meter, so we couldn't turn your water off. And I was like, that wasn't me, because you guys tried to turn it off yesterday, and I didn't get in until 1 in the morning, so that wasn't my car, probably a neighbor's. I don't know, because it was on a side of the building I don't even live on, so it didn't make sense for it to be me. So I go in there to pay the water bill, and they were still pissed at me. There was one nice old lady I talked to pretty frequently. She's just a nice old lady, the kind of lady you would want to be your grandma. A really old lady, the kind of old lady that plays the organ at a church, but she's like mega gray hair. But she's got that bitchy look to her. So you don't really want to talk to her, but I hadn't talked to her before. And then a meaner old lady in the background, right? This place is just ran by old ladies. So I go in, and the greeter old lady is whatever, but the old lady is the one at the desk I got to talk to. So I talk to her. And I'm like, hey, I'm here to pay my water bill. And she's like, okay, whatever. And I gave her my address. And then the fucking, for no reason at all, snarky bitch old lady, mean old lady in the background pipes up. She's like, oh, that's the one we couldn't get to shut the water off. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. Sorry about that. That wasn't me in the way. That was my neighbor. And she's like, we know because my landlord called and I fucking told them or whatever. But anyway. So then I'm like, all right, just let me pay the bill, whatever. And I'm like, I'll be paying, I was going to pay with cash because I had enough cash to cover my water bill for a couple months. I was like, I was going to pay with cash, but my water bill was $100 more than it was supposed to be. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a reactivation fee. And you guys never turned off my water. Why would you have to reactivate it? Because it's still on. I checked my water before I left. It was still on. And it was, both simultaneously, when I said you guys didn't turn off my water is still on. There should not be a $100 reactivation fee because it's not off. You don't have to do anything at all. Both the mean old lady in the back and the bitch old lady in front of me jumped up like out of their chairs simultaneously. And we're both like, you're paying for the service because we tried to go out there 3 times yesterday to turn off your water. I'm like, first of all, you went out there 3 different times to attempt to turn off my water. Like, maybe just try again the next day. That's a lot. And then I was like, secondly, it's half a mile, and you didn't do anything. You're going less than half a mile, and you didn't do anything. And then they wouldn't answer me anymore. They just stopped fucking talking to me. They just quit talking to me. None of them said words after that. And that was it. And that was it. But that's why I'm at $100 right now. I'm tempted to just, like, piddle in the laws around here a little bit to find out if that's actually okay what they did or not. They made me pay for a fee when they literally didn't do anything. There's no record anywhere of them doing anything at all. I'm just out $100 to the city for no reason. And the thing, I think the thing that floors me the most is, like, if it was further away at all, like, let's just assume it was further away. Let's just assume that that's standard. They make everybody do that no matter what. That's fine. But the thing I didn't understand is that both of these old women were really, really mad at me. And unless, like, they have no reason to be mad at me. You know what I mean? Like, guy didn't pay his water bill, shut his water off. He's fine. Whatever. But, like, they don't have a reason to be mad at me unless it was one of the old ladies who had to go out there to try to turn off my water. And they were just upset they had to get in their car and drive half a mile. And they chose to do it 3 times that day.
To help pay you back.
Thanks, Kyle. Well, like, I think the thing that, like, astounds me the most is I've been in there before. And the one old lady's really nice. You know, I never have a problem. I'm usually, you know, decently late with, like, not late with my bill, but I let it build up for a month or two before I go in there and pay it, because I just don't like going in there to pay it. But there was just no reason they should have been that upset at me. You know what I mean? Even if they end up making me pay the bill at the end of the day, they were like, I wasn't rude, you know, up until I looked at them and I was like, I live a half mile away. I literally looked right at both of them. I'm like, it's half a mile. That's what I said. I looked at it's half a mile. What am I paying $100 for? And then that's when they stopped talking to me. But that was the only time I wasn't, like, mega nice about everything, right? And the lady was pissed at me the day before when I called on the phone and said I wouldn't be until morning, and then they were mad when I came in there. It was weird. It was weird. Thank you, Kyle, for the $20. Like, I'm gonna be fine. It's just fucking weird. That story took longer than I thought it would. He just sits there telling stories on a pause menu, and people pay him money for it. Look at this photograph. That was it. Story took longer than I thought it would, but I don't want to leave yet. I'm gonna sit for a minute.
It's amazing to just sit here quiet with Kate again. I don't think I'll ever know how much destiny I'm changing. But whoever said we only have a single fate? Time travel is such a mindfuck.
Were the ladies black ladies? This isn't racist to ask because I am black. Well, that's a very obscure question. No. First of all, I live in the Midwest, so we don't have many black ladies at all around here. But the ones I do know are very nice. Very admirable, strong black females. But no, they were just some bitchy old white women and then one nice one. She was quiet though, and I don't blame her. I imagine the other old women just beat her up when I leave, given the kind of women that they were. But
I don't think get well is quite apropos.
What else do you send? Hope you don't try and kill yourself again. Like, there aren't cards for that.
Those are nice flowers. And from Taylor? Wow, props to her.
If you really want to help my terrible water
tonight,
situation, not necessarily the fact that I'm out $100, because in all reality, they should have been able to get to the meter. They should have had to have turned it off. I should have had to have paid them to turn it back on. They just ended up not having to do any of that work, and I was still at the money. So that's not... But the emotional trauma of dealing with really bitchy old ladies, the real way you can help out is by buying a #relatable t-shirt. If anything like this has ever happened to you before, that would make it #relatable. T-shirt link is in the description down below. Comes in multiple colors. In a premium soft shirt edition.
Kate, it is so good to hang out with you again.
Mox, I owe you so much.
Or that. Or that. Do fucking that instead. Whatever.
So horrible for those Kates to screw you like that.
For those for those Kates. For those I wouldn't like for those fucking grandmas to screw you like that. I get the reference because they're old. Kate's nice. Those old women were not, but I appreciate the reference. For those fucking Kates. You guys are too good to me.
I always want to talk to you.
We missed our tea session this week.
That was so not cool. We need to plan like a tea shop tour of Portland.
Oh, yes. And you could bring Warren along, too.
I'd rather bring Chloe. We're gonna have a no boys allowed session.
No boys allowed.
I am shutting that man down every chance I get, because it's not happening.
I want you to know I'm this close to getting all the info I need about Nathan.
Nathan Prescott has to pay for what he did. And we have to stop him from hurting anybody else.
I wish I could have gotten his ass kicked out of Blackwell.
Me too. But his dad would never let that happen. I thought I had a tough family. So what is going on with him now?
He's a giant piece of shit.
I think his family is totally protecting him. Or worse.
I never say this about people. But Max, there's something evil about the Prescotts. They have something to do with death.
We're going to stop him. I just have to find Nathan's room number, get inside, and get the clues I need.
Max, please let me help. I can get the number, and I'll text it to you, okay?
Of course, Kate. I can't do this
Woo!
without you.
Help!
Now it's time for Nathan to watch out for us.
I saw Victoria's letter. How does that make you feel?
Max, I know Victoria can be not nice, but I do believe in forgiveness and redemption. I might be naive.
She was gonna call her a bitch.
I feel her struggle.
No, you don't.
I wasn't so nice to her this week either when I took a picture of her covered in paint. It was not a proud moment.
Yes, it's a proud moment!
Why do you think she acts so mean?
My favorite thing I've done so far. I really, really want to call her a bitch. But I know it's probably because she's insecure. But I just want you guys to know before I do this that I really, really want to call her a bitch. Square. Just types it like square, please. Please press square, yeah.
She's insecure. If you're comfortable with yourself, you don't need to act superior.
Victoria doesn't look like she has much to be insecure about.
If anybody could make Victoria see the light, it would be Kate Marsh.
No. I think it will take more than that, Max.
I have to get back to our mission. You don't know how much it means to see you again.
I do. That's why I love you, Max. Thanks for taking care of my bunny.
Yeah, it died.
Tell Alice I'll
Just like
see
my
her
plant.
soon.
Okay, bye.
Well, how is she?
She's still Kate Marsh. Thank God.
I'm glad we came to see her.
Thanks for coming with me.
No, it's
God,
not
if we
fair
let
to
Kate
visit
die,
Nathan
this scene never
Prescott.
happens, does it?
That little prick is not going to be glad when he
I wonder
sees
what else
us.
I'd be doing instead. Twitch chat trying to call for a lesbian threesome now between Chloe, Kate, and Max. First of all, Kate's 9,000 years old. You know how many STDs you can't get rid of that you've probably acquired by the age 9,000? Later, Nate Mac. Have a good night, man.
Hey, Max. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe. Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I
Got
was
kicked
way too
out.
cool for the school. It's a long story. In actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird just being on campus like everything's normal.
I know, lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
I think there's too much going on in my life.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate, even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a photo. I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been
Did I ever have the option to enter a goddamn photo?
Nope.
Because I don't feel like I did.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend, and I take hope in the fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids.
At least he knows he's an
I
old
have some
hipster.
pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will.
Twitch chat seems to think that Kate's vagina
God,
probably
Florence,
smells like the Great Depression.
Gross. You're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan.
Chloe better be off the fucking chain, because that's all this girl talks about is going to
see if we can find
ragers
out where Nathan
and
is.
drinking and doing drugs and partying it up. She better lose her fucking mind at this Vortex Club party. I want to see her making what Kate Marsh attempted look like a child's parade. You know what I mean? I mean, she's got to be like breaking windows and fucking slapping bitches and starting riots and winning beer pong and fucking winning weed pong and what the fuck ever else stoners play. Y'all are tweeting me some funny shit. Also, too many of you retweeted the Billiam tweet. Fuck this shit. Hey, can we talk? Guess not, dickhead. Hey, man. Can we talk?
Enjoy the big game, Zachary. I hope it's not the last.
I hope Max isn't pissed that Warren asked me to the drive-in.
Oh, no.
Hey, Brooke. How are you?
I'm here as usual. By the way, thanks for helping Kate down.
Warren's snaking on us. Did you hear what she said? Warren asked her to the drive-in. To anybody who doesn't know, at the drive-in, you're at least getting to second base. Bare minimum. Warren literally is trying to walk his ass out of our friend zone and into some other girls. This is not okay. We're gonna have to give Warren a little something to keep him back, get him back on the leash, you know? She's the side chick.
I need to find Nathan. Have you seen him around?
I was distracted by Warren asking me out to the drive-in.
It's a school day, so Nathan should be
We
around.
just fucking bodied
I
that.
did see him this morning heading off campus. He looked more angry than usual. I wouldn't look for him now if I were you.
We bodied the fuck out of her trying to bring Warren up in that conversation. That is exactly how we should have reacted. I was distracted by Warren asking me to the drive-in and then full fucking didn't even acknowledge that it happened. Holy shit.
I can't get my limited brain around that eclipse and the beached whales. I was hoping the science department had some ideas.
Warren and I are supposed to compare notes and theories this weekend.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. 2 big brains are better than 1. Or mine.
We'd get the Nobel Prize if we could explain this phenomenon, but even Miss Grant has no clue.
Yeah, Warren can fuck off.
I might feel better taking your drone for a quick flight.
Miss Grant caved and let me fly her again. So take a spin. I have to see what time I'm going to the drive-in with Warren.
Yeah, we fucking get it.
That sounds fun. It would be good for you and Warren to take a road trip after this week.
Warren got a new car. Or an old new car. So, I'm all about a serious road trip out of here after this week.
Yeah, first playthrough. Now I have to seem half interested to that bitch-ass Warren next time we talk to him. So he'll quit hanging out with Asian girl. I'm trying to react like an actual teenage girl at this point. I don't want to date Warren, but I don't want Warren to date. You know? I don't give two shits about Warren. We ain't fucking with him. But he ain't fucking with anyone else. He's officially our property, you know what I mean?
Thanks. Good. Nathan is not around. I should go back to club.
Did you know that Warren asked me to the drive-in?
Clear away another batch of dead birds today. Sad.
Makes me mad. Climate change isn't real my ass.
I think everything is changing here.
As a scientist, I'm fascinated. As Michelle Grant, I'm very worried.
Arcadia Bay is scared too. Look at the weather. And the animals.
Not to mention poor Kate Marsh.
We all need to look out for each other these days.
Hello, Max. Thanks again.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Max, you always show up when I'm talking about you. I'm still bragging about you and the other students making Blackwell surveillance free.
Thunder, he's just trying to live his life. I'm just trying to live my life as a typical teenage girl, all right? Who has superpowers.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
I'm surprised, Max. I didn't think you and Nathan were exactly friends.
Nah.
No way. I just have to...
No way. Did you have a
ask
deeper
him a
voice, Scott?
question.
I saw him leaving campus looking angrier than usual.
No way.
But to be honest, Max, Nathan hasn't been too well lately. You might know more about that than me.
Too much.
I can tell. You look like you have more than a question on your mind.
No way.
Maybe asking Nathan isn't such a good idea right now. You hear me, Max?
I don't think surveillance would have helped Kate Marsh.
Who needs surveillance when we
When does
have
this party
Maxine
start, man?
Coffey?
That's what I'm looking forward to.
You did a wonderful thing. And now we have to make sure Kate gets the help she needs. Do you need to talk to a counselor?
No thanks, Miss Grant. I have my best friend and my parents. For now.
I'm happy to hear that, Max. Just don't ever be afraid to talk to somebody, okay? I wish Kate had come to me. I had no idea what she was going through.
Kate was drugged at the Vortex Club party and bullied by them until she ended up on the roof. How do you stop that?
Shut down that damn Vortex Club for a start. I don't mean to get riled up, but that party should have been postponed. It's extremely tasteless given what happened with Kate.
Do the Prescotts have anything to do with the Vortex Club? I mean, they don't get all their money from car washes.
No, they don't. But membership has its privileges.
Privileges.
Especially when your father is Blackwell's biggest sponsor. This elitist nonsense has no place here.
You're right. I just wish this could be the school that I dreamed about before I came here.
I hear you, Max.
She went major sassy
I love
black lady
seeing
for a
you,
second. Yeah.
Warren and all my students at your best here. But you're all too young to be so cynical. But you truly give me hope.
I was hoping you could explain some of these crazy things happening in Arcadia Bay.
If I could, I'd be collecting my Nobel Prize in Science today. I haven't been able to wrap my mind around that eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
I think this is beyond science.
Nothing is beyond science except for our lack of knowledge. We may never know why, but that doesn't change reality.
I am worried about reality.
Why do I have time control powers,
Like
you
it's
bitch?
changing right in front of us.
You and Samuel both. We were talking about that before you came over. Our planet is changing, but it's not mystic. It's erosion.
You think that's why all these animals are dying here?
Well, our shoreline has been receding, not to mention the daily contamination of the ocean. That's all you need to kill off sea and wildlife here. Unless you know something I don't.
I can rewind powers. Well, I'm not telling her I have fucking time travel. We're gonna Tawabunga this one.
I wonder if the Tabanga knows more.
Tabanga. We're gonna Tabanga this one.
Oh, Max, nobody even knows who brought the Tabanga here. It was likely stolen from the South Pacific by local fishermen. But I know what you're saying. There's a lot of energy here.
I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I have to get going. I'll see you later.
It's always good talking to you, Max.
I don't know what people are tweeting
I
about.
feel like the sky wants to yell at us.
Good.
How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes,
I know.
it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
What are you doing with all the girls you're kidnapping?
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
Well, I'm glad to see your squirrels are still healthy and happy on the campus.
Me too. If something happened to them... Oh,
Hide behind your
Not
desks,
as
kids.
long as you're here to take care of them, Samuel.
the only thing that calms them is food. Lots of food. Which reminds me that I have to feed them now.
What if he's feeding people to the squirrels? What if that's the mystery? That's people right there. That's Rachel. That's Rachel Amber right there. The dialogue with the box that pops up means that it's been noted. Like, we'll remember this later.
Get that food in your
The
belly.
butterfly means whatever we did just changed something. Or will change something in the future for sure. So the dialogue box might come in handy later, but the butterfly is like, it could have gone like left or right and we made a choice.
How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
There they are, eating Rachel Amber, looking like a pretzel and shit. Daniel's probably training the squirrels to kidnap small girls. I'd believe it.
Time to go clean up
Hello,
graffiti
Max.
for those kids.
Thanks again for helping me fight the power.
Hey, Chloe, you banging somebody else already? We just kissed yesterday.
Justin, it's been so long since I've seen you.
How are you just now starting to talk to him like that?
Coast is clean.
Rip Billiam. Later, Lord Gold. Have a good night, man.
It would be so cool if you and me were going to school here together.
But now you can have Mr. Jefferson all to yourself.
Ah, you suck. Now let's get into Blackwell Ninja mode.